Hello chess players. So lots of people have asked me, they've said, Mr. Stanier, could you make a very short video just recapping the main rules of chess? So here we go, hopefully it's under 5 minutes. We will start by thinking about this piece here, which is the bishop. So the bishop can move any number of squares diagonally. Okay, so the bishop moves diagonally. The knight here moves in an L shape, so 1, 2 and across, or 1, 2 and across, 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 1, 2 and across. Okay, so that is how the knight moves. The rook, it's not called a castle, it's called a rook, can move any number of squares horizontally or vertically. The queen is a combination of a bishop and a rook, so it can move any number of squares vertically, horizontally or diagonally. And she is the most powerful piece on the board. Okay, so that's the queen. And the king can move just one square in any direction. Okay, and the king is the most valuable piece on the board, most important piece on the board, because if the enemy catches it, then you have lost the game. The pawns, they move one square forwards. However, on their first move, they can move 2 if they want to, but they can also move 1. To take a piece, to capture a piece, the pawn cannot take directly forward. They can only take a piece diagonally like this. Okay, pawns cannot go backwards, that is not allowed. And if a pawn reaches the back row, it can turn into any other piece it wants, usually a queen, because it's the most powerful piece in the board. Okay, the aim of the game is to capture the enemy's king. So I'll just do an example of this, and then that is known as checkmate. So if we look at this position here, if the queen comes down and captures this pawn here, then the next move, the queen is going to take the king. What can the king do? Well, he can't take the queen back because he'll be instantly taken by the bishop. Can't go here because he'll be taken by the queen, and can't go here because the bishop is there, and can't go there because the queen is there. So that is an example of checkmate. There are a couple other little rules that you need to know. One of them is that if you have no pieces between your king and your rook, then your king can move 2 spaces to the right and the rook can move 2 spaces to the left, and that is called castling in one move. Okay, and the other rule you need to know is that if you have a pawn on the 5th file along here and the opponent does 2 moves on their first go with their pawn, the very next move and the very next move only, you can take that pawn by moving to this square here. So it's a little rule known as en passant, which is French for as you passed by. So there we go. So there we are. Very quick recap of the rules of chess. So keep playing, keep developing, and keep enjoying it.